Welcome everyone to another video. It is me, Dennis, again. We are here again. Thank you all for the support, for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. I love the energy, the vibes. And yeah, in this episode we're gonna talk about the the American dream became so damn affordable. Like everything is so skyrocket. Things are really expensive right now. Like middle class has to have at least, if you make $53,000 a year, I guess you're probably considered low class. So in average, it's around 53 to 161,000. So a human in United States needs to live the American dream. You need $3.4 million. I'm talking about since you're born. Um, and also through your whole entire life. So let me give you some 8 facts that you need to know about it, and you're gonna be surprised that I'm gonna tell you about this. So a birth is somewhere around, for baby birth, it's about $7,000 to $16,000 when you become a parent to pay for those childs when they're born. So their birth is about somewhere around 7 to 16,000, right? And when you grow and you're about to get your engagement wedding, it costs you about 35,000, somewhere around 40 to 50,000 for what? They even doubled the price on the flowers and everything in your wedding. Can you imagine that? And you need around, your biggest purchase in your life is going to be a house, and you need around $786,000 through your whole life to pay it off, the house. I'm talking about the down payment. I'm talking about everything, all included. And also your vehicle through your whole entire life is about $271,000, because the cost of a car right now, insurance, you name it. Don't even get me started. It's a skyrocket. It's rising like real freaking bad. Like you won't even believe it. And another, raising your child from since baby to 18 years old, it costs you about $576,000 through their whole lives if you have two kids. Um, so student loan, man, that's like real crazy. You have to get a DAF. You're looking at least somewhere around 67 to up to $80,000, somewhere around there. So it's terribly bad. Pets, don't even get me started. You're paying about $60,000 for your pets through your whole life. Health insurance, that's probably even the worst. You need $967,000 through your whole life. Retirement, $715,000 through your whole life. Through your funeral, for your funeral you pay about $8,000 to $16,000, depend. So you're like wondering, like, what in the heck? Are you really serious? 40 years of work of your life just to be all miserable and slave and crap like that? Man, don't, come on. Let's say you're about 30 years old, right? You're ready to purchase your first home and you're really happy about it. You're living below your means and you can't even buy your essentials. You're cutting back essentials and you're living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, trying to get a second job. And you're just like, this house right here, right now, I would say in 2003, this house right there was about, I would say about $140,000. Right now, that house right there, it's $628,000. How in the world can you give me a clue? Can you give me, can you you can can you tell me how in the world somebody can actually afford to pay a house like that? The cost of housing is insane. Groceries, are skyrocket. The eggs right now, they're about almost $14 for a dozen of eggs. The milk skyrocket as well. I mean, the groceries are really expensive. Food, it's way the heck out of really expensive. Utilities, every time you see your bill every month, you're like, wait, what? Electricity, oh gosh, water, um, all bunch of different stuff. Pest control, the sewer, and you're like, what the heck? I mean, and it seems like rapidly rising the house cost of living, the wages stay the same. You're not making no more money. I mean, what is really happening to middle class? Middle class is like not making any money at all. The CEOs, the rich corporations, they becoming they're they're so millionaires. They're making money. The high cost of living is like really crazy. You still gotta pay your electricity, your water, your insurance. I'm looking at least a bigger stack of bills like this, about 12 bills that you gotta pay for that. The healthcare, man, healthcare is like you're paying. See, in United States of America is the only country that pays way the heck out of it. I'm looking at least $600 a month for healthcare. Any other wealthy country is not even paying half of it for it. Can you imagine? Like, and they're getting better attention, better medication, better doctors. But the pharmacists here, they want you to work, work, work. Keep spending money, and yeah, it's terribly. So everything is increasing. And the bank is telling you, get another credit card, get another credit card. And you're like, keep on getting into debt. It's a cycle. It is a big cycle. You have to be really smart in order for you to really know what you really want. And you're like, okay, I want a house, right? This house, can I afford this house? When you buy a car, the same way. You have to look at your budget, see if you can afford it, not trying to go way too long into debt, like wait the heck out of it, like many months ahead, because you're just gonna be working for it. You gotta have a balance, because the cost of living right now. And look, if that house ever get damaged by any kind of water flooding or any kind of fire, believe me, you gotta have the best insurance in order for you to get that house rebuilt. Or if you have any plumbing issues, it's gonna come out of your pocket. You have any electrical issues, it's gonna come out of your pocket. And you're doing the lawn yard, it's gonna come out of your pocket. The sprinklers, the gutters, something wrong with the roof, or the AC when it's not working anymore. Man, the cost of living is way up too high. Like, people rather live in freaking, I would say maybe like a small trailer in the middle of nowhere. Like, they're going off the grid. Believe me, this is the truth. People are going off the grid. Why? Because they've been working their whole life. They're sick and tired of it. 65% of Americans hate their job. They hate it. They're not happy with their job. They get all frustrated. You get anxiety. You get all the depression. You get all freaking worked up, and you just wasted. You're draining your energy, and you don't know what to do. And you're like, man, I'm tired of this. You're just like, man, come on. It's like, how can I buy a house? Don't get me wrong. Houses have always, through the whole history, been really expensive. But the way we're looking at the houses right now, the interest rate and down payments, it's like a skyrocket. It's dropping a little bit, but it's not as we expected, but hopefully it'll get better. But I mean, if you look back, like any houses, especially in Los Angeles, a house that cost you here in Texas about 250,000, over there will probably cost you about 800,000. The same house. New York the same way. Chicago the same way. All over, like, there's some states that are really expensive. But my question is this: how can you afford to buy I mean, why is the American dream so unaffordable now? I mean, why does people just don't know what they're doing? They're just working their whole freaking life. It's like work to pay. You get wasted, you get old, you get sick. You get tired of it. And you're like, wait, what is all this paying? Why am I paying all these freaking bills for? What am I paying for this house? It's like really expensive. What if you lose your job? What if you get fired today? How are you gonna afford to pay this, what, 200, $300,000 house? On top of that, your electrical bills, your water, everything, your insurance. It's so many damn bills like you can't even imagine. It's so crazy.